Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South, Texas. Do you want to start your seeds fast? Boy, I have found the way. Let's take a look. So here are the pepper plants I showed you that were just beginning to sprout about 3.5 weeks ago. They look like beautiful plants now, and they are ready to pot up. I'm going to pot them up so that I can harden them off, but they look terrific. Again, these were just starting to sprout 3.5 weeks ago, and now they look like wonderful plants. These are in my AeroGarden seed starting kit. So I've lifted the light up so you can get a better look at the plants, and they look good. There's a little bit of purple on a couple of these plants. I just need to get them repotted, and it's a good time to do it because the AeroGarden is saying that it's low on water. So, and rather than add water, I'm going to take that whole bowl outside to the patio and repot these plants. About 5 weeks ago, I wanted to check the germination rate on some of the pepper seeds that I had saved from this year's crop. So I had harvested the seeds and I dried them out, and I wanted to see if they were going to germinate well for me. And they germinated very well. I planted 5 seeds each of 4 different varieties, and all of the seeds germinated. 3.5 weeks ago, I showed you a video of the seeds just starting to germinate. Let's take a look at that. So I've put 5 seeds each in this AeroGarden to get them started, and it looks like all of the jalapenos have germinated. It looks like all of the paprika peppers are also going to germinate, and all of the California Wonder peppers have germinated as well. And the big gems are a little bit farther behind, but there's certainly evidence that they're all germinating as well. So, looks pretty good. And my AeroGarden is telling me right now that by now you may be seeing signs of germination. Peppers germinate the fastest at temperatures of 70 degrees, and they all look good. So I'm real happy. I didn't know whether my saved seeds would germinate very well, but it looks like about 100% germination to me. And now they look like this. Wow, what fast growth. They germinated in about 10 days, and in about 5 weeks I have plants that are beautiful and ready to pot up. Actually, they'd be ready to go right in the garden, but I want to harden them off a little bit first. So the bowl comes right out of the AeroGarden, and I've got it out here on the porch, and I want to repot these up. So I've got some potting soil. I'm using Miracle-Gro potting soil. I've got some old Bonnie pots I'm going to repot these up into. But wait until you see the root growth on these. Let's start off with this big one here, this paprika pepper right in front. Now, the roots are grown very large and they're very tangled up. And I actually will lose quite a few roots in this process, but not enough to matter. So let's see if we can get this out of the AeroGarden. Come on, baby. Look at the root system on that. I think that's going to take off just fine in the pot. Now, we'll remove a couple of these lower leaves and we'll get that planted in the pot. Okay, let's get this potted up. I've got a pot, it's about 3/4 full of potting mix that's been pre-moistened with a hole going down towards the bottom. And we'll try to get as many of these roots in the hole as we can. And get that baby in there. Then we'll add a little bit more potting soil around the top. And then when we get these all potted up, we'll give them a drink of water. Now, they've been growing hydroponically, so they're used to a lot of water, and they will tend to wilt just a little bit for this first day. But there's so many roots in there that this plant just takes right off. And it'll be fine. So I'll keep them out of the sun today, and tomorrow I'll gradually start moving them into the sun, and I think in a week they'll be ready to plant in the garden. Well, I have those peppers all potted up, and we'll take a look at them here in a second, but I did want to show you this. The roots on the plants that I planted were just huge and long, but take a look at the roots that got left behind. It is utterly amazing. Just amazing. Well, here they are. And they all look pretty good. Jalapenos, the paprika. One of the paprikas looks a little funny. I don't know, it looks deformed, but the other four just are wonderful. And these are the big gems. They look great. And the California Wonders, they look great as well. Now, it's really too late in the year to be planting peppers here at Deep South Texas. Peppers like the heat, but it's too hot. In fact, these peppers were started inside from seed about 5 weeks ago, and they've never seen temperatures like they're seeing this afternoon. So it's in the mid-90s Fahrenheit here at Deep South Texas. But again, I wasn't planting these to try to get harvest peppers from them. I just wanted to check the germination rate on the seeds that I had saved, and they did. They outperformed anything I could have imagined. And this seed starting setup also, it is so much faster than the normal way. Planting them in the 6-packs under a light. And I don't know if it's because it's hydroponic or because the light that comes with it is so much better, but they grew more than twice as fast, and the plants are 3 times healthier than the plants I normally grow. So we're gonna harden these off for a week, and then we're gonna plant them in the garden and follow them along and see if any peppers grow it in this heat down here at Deep South Texas. But I know for next spring, this is the way I'm going to be starting my seeds. I couldn't be happier with the setup. And this is not a paid ad, it's not a promotion. I mean, my wife bought this for me in February, I guess. I started some tomatoes last year at the same time I normally start tomatoes, the last week in December, and in a smaller one that only had six spots in it, and they did so well. It was just incredible. If you'll go back and check my video on planting tomatoes in January, you'll get an idea of how much better they did than the normal way I plant my seeds. So this will be the way I try to plant my seeds from now on. It's terrific. It's fast. The plants are healthy, and I couldn't be happier. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it that thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.